can't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong, or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. It feels so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed. You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. It needs to rest.
No, of course. Silly of me to even ask. I'll go and find something on 4 legs to eat, I suppose. See you in the morning.
You watch him stalk away, slumped, sulking, and ready to kill.
Very well.
Morning. I hope last night's little unpleasantness hasn't left a bad taste in your... Well, I hope there are no bad feelings. Indeed it could. These are very helpful in a fight. Of course, I can't summon wolves or turn to mist like a true vampire. Being a spawn has its drawbacks. Oh, I've no idea. For 200 years, the sun would have turned me to cinders. Until the crash, when I woke up bathed in its light. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. No more surprises. You have my word. I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
So we're traveling with a vampire, are we? Of course we are. Word of warning, Astarion. I taste absolutely awful.
For his sake, he best not develop an appetite for Githyanki.
She's not wrong. We're bound together, no matter what comes.
You say all the right words, but I'm not so sure you mean the right things. Still, I will respect the decision that was made.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
He's positively voracious. Well, let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki silver sword.
What's on your mind? Go ahead. I'm listening. Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone. We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
Never wanted the easy path.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me. Something the matter?
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen. Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Something's wrong. I feel... it hurts. Darkness, protect me. It's difficult for me to talk about. I'm sorry. It's difficult for me to talk about. I'm sorry. It's difficult for me to talk about. I'm sorry. It's difficult for me to talk about. I'm sorry.
You sense her trying to understand what just happened. She silently begs her goddess for guidance. Shah.
I should have been more discreet around you, clearly. Yes, you're right. I worship Shah, the mistress of the night. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
You worship Shah? Blimey. She and my beloved Mistra are not exactly friends.
Secrecy is everything for Shah's children. It's our code, our creed, our shield. I'm not sorry I kept this from you. Not one bit. Though perhaps that might change, if you can show an open mind. Talk to me later. This day's been long enough already.
I should speak up.
Yes?
Speak.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
I've come to sate you and be sated. I lead, you follow. So you think. Let's see if you're right. Gith train relentlessly. We know our bodies inside and out. Let me show you. Close your eyes and submit. I am ready.
You awake in pain. Your back, your hands, even your tongue ache.
It's time to rise. Dawn is upon us. Time for pleasure has passed. I might take more later, should my whims so carry me. Up now. The sun soon rises.
Every breath, every blink proves exhausting. A long day awaits you.
I hear you did the deed. How was your little romp? Oh dear, it was a flop. How disappointing. I hope next time you'll have higher standards when it comes to playmates. But you're not here to gossip. What can I do for you?
Something the matter?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Curious. I took of you completely. Yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again.
So, Gith, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zelk Choki, and my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
How much farther can I go?
wronged you.
Wrong me how?
Oh, say murder or theft?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
Don't mind if I do. What's in here?
That's curious.
The magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The mirror is a thinking lock, hiding some secret. The face is crafted to be pleasing, but the personality is just a reflection of the wizard that created it.
Speak your name. I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally. Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan? You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment? Acceptable, finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be? You seek to survive. You seek power. Be welcome.
A well-guarded laboratory. What are they hiding down here? glad I can crack that open. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
A cursed book. How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
About our condition, Gale?
Everything, really. Not to put too fine a point on it.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
Just another crate.
Trap. This place is more dangerous than I thought.
Eager for battle.
dull moment. Should mind my step. Weapon blueprints that use Sousa bark. Rare find. There's only one place I'm finding the Sousa tree. The Underdark.
Something the matter?
Assume nothing.
to battle.
Can't give up now.
What if this crash doesn't work out, Laser? What if your kin fail you?
If I can reach the creche, my kin will provide. Any failure will be mine alone.
If you say so. Just don't expect me to put all my eggs in the same basket.
That expression must sound curious for Gith Yankee ear, given the way they're birthed.
Here we go.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable. Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Giant webs. They'll alert their spinners with a mere touch.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. What's inside? Something didn't like that.
shall be done.
What now? That should work. Despite everything. Breathe deep and move. Open up. Time to get going. What's hiding here?
action, not reaction. Assume nothing. Undetected. Stop me yet.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Diligence and care.
I need to concentrate. Better get to it.
Allow me to demonstrate. I don't fancy their chances. Nightmare.
Can't give up. Not now. I'm ready. Onward.
Another fight. Let's go. Taking position. Can't even catch my breath. I go.
Swifter.
I cannot die. Please help me.
Better than nothing.
Action, not reaction.
Let's get going.
Assume nothing.
Seek and you shall find me.
All right, what now? Time to press ahead. Wish I had a bag of holding. I feel a breeze. I wonder what's down there.
Lead the way.
The book is... You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply. The symbols move aggressively, probing your mental defenses. Your patron is there to defend you, but there's only so much they can do. The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer. The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you you should never have known.
What's on your mind? Wondering about your queen, Vlaakith. What tales of her reach us are terrifying. I suppose that's not how you would describe her.
Vlaakith is unity, fear and beauty, life and unlife. Eyes like onyx, teeth like daggers. There is none more perfect.
Sounds vile. I assume the meaning of perfect was lost in translation.
I have something to ask.
What have we got here? Oh, stop this thing!
The goblin seems unsure whether to bow to you or attack.
What do you want? What do you need? You are blessed, ain't ya? A true soul?
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Pardon, madam, I didn't mean to doubt you. I know my place. Well, that's that. We'll be on our way. Do as you like with the pipsqueak.
The goblins slink backwards, afraid to take their eyes off you.
Ask the pipsqueak on the spinny tower. We're out of here.
All right then.
Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
Very well. I'll give it a shot.
Come on, uncut. Cut me loose. Free me and find out. Baga Kamara. There's pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it. Compensation? Was that all? Well, I expected worse from the likes of you. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. I don't know exactly. Lady Shah, protect me. It felt oddly familiar, but I don't know why. I saw something that reminded me of my faith, my mission. I felt something rise within me like my blood was on fire.
Then it passed. That's all I know. It's stopped now, whatever it is. Let's just carry on.
I'll tell the gods what's what.
Goblins ahead.
Well, look who's getting dragged back. And by such high company. How badly did you mess up?
Can it? I know something Ragslin will want to hear.
Yeah? What's that?
I've been in some druid's grove. This one sprang me. Now move over so I can tell Ragslin myself.
Hold on. Where are the raiders?
Dead. Every last one.
Ragslin's other drow friend won't be happy to hear that.
She'll be happy enough when I tell her where them looters is holding up. Let me through.
Go on. I ain't gonna hold up a drow.
Come on. Gotta let the drow true soul know where them looters is. We'll be heroes.
Stop fidgeting. Cold fleas from the bloody wall. More likely you gave them fleas, you filthy bugger.
Next time, Grib will be on guard duty. Right, boss?
Grib couldn't go. Your, excelness? Lads are celebrating the raid on Waukeen's Rest. We captured a Duke, we did. All the way from the city. I'm sure the higher-ups will make sure you get the best of the spoils, your excelness. The boss is in the temple inside. Midara, too. And Priestess Gut can show you how many new recruits we got. I don't know any housing, your excelness. Oh, one of them thieves? If he ain't dead, he's in the pits with the rest of them.
Save the druid if you must. If we spill goblin blood on the way, all the better.
Depends who you are. We're celebrating a raid. No better time in camp than this. Get yourself a bit of fun before it dries up.
Go on, then.
Walk is stupid.
Stop fidgeting.
Tribe? Tribe! Looking at a future true soul, your ladyship? Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
And the Knoll gnawed her arm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh? You ain't here? We sacked Waukeen's Rest and left it to burn.
Drow flinging magic, gnolls snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now. Glorious. Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the Flaming Fist? Pile of smoking corpses. I figured a drow would know the broken road. Take the north path. It winds you around sure as sunshine till you reach the Taz.
Blessed be to God!
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the weapon, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
The visions fade and the voice falters as a strange energy swells around you. The many-sided artifact. Somehow you understand it's repelling the presence.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
The voice is quelled. The artifact's doing.
Whatever power the artifact possesses, it shows no sign of it now.
Let me guess. You're wondering why I was in pain before. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain. I know. I felt it. Yes. No. I don't know. The artifact seems to have powers and a will of its own. It protects us. I don't know how or why, but I'm glad. I felt it go from me to you. You need its help, just as it needs us. It's still just a box, after all.
Goblins aren't known for their cleanliness, but by Mistress Mantle, this place is rotten. The fewer breaths we take here, the better.
Goblins. Not a shred of dignity to be found among them.
Most would think us mad for wandering right into the middle of a goblin war clan. I suppose that goes to demonstrate just how desperate we are.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Is it even a boat?
Be you beguiling, or be you beheaded? Goblin kind will tease you and throat. With fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblet kind had reduced them to cowering filthenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him.
Wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now look what you've done. Of course, ma'am.
My name's Gribbo, idiot!
Right, yes. Not fool me.
You was brilliant in the raid, lads.
It's got wings. Reckon it can fly?
It's good to be among allies, isn't it? The Absolute's blessings have brought so many together.
Bottoms up, hey? These little lads snagged some pretty decent drink.
You going on the next
one? Drink's going straight through me. Well, that's the plan, mistress. We looted an entire inn. Brought back enough booze to drown a dragon. Here's to them we nicked it off. Down one mug of ale for every throat we cut.
or what?
That's good.
Having a drink. It's all the sweeter when it's free, innit? Course, sweet piss is still piss. That inn was asking for a burning, selling its muck. Ain't even chewy.
Bloody play. What's holding up the game? Albert ain't dead, is it?
Hey! You ain't rounding me up for no raid. No way. I'm drinking. Sorry, your ladyship. I don't mean nothing by it. I'm here to serve.
Got wings.
Bloody arm is killing me. Here's to the best sedative there is. Booze.
Like fine.
Welcome, your greatness. I got some good stuff if you're looking to buy. Been a pleasure, Your Greatness.
Keep that bird away from the merchandise. This is making my head hurt.
I ain't paid to talk. Keep walking. Excuse me, if you have a drawer inside, planning and such.
Statue of Sin. This room must have been dedicated to her.
Swirls his fingers. It's some light. Excuse me. Then this other guy swirls his...
What? Get! Oh, sorry. I didn't know I was talking to.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Drow.
You gotta listen to Crusher. He gets mad if you don't. Mad!
Another dirt elf come to boss us around, eh? I could break your face. What you gonna do about it? Run off and cry to your spider, Mum?
This is your end.
Stop! Wait till Raider!
Gone with the weave. Pawn to cleric 4.
You and me, you cabbage.
No way.
You won't go.
Well! Yeah.
I'm dead.
Rex,
Shoot. Go, come on.
I want to have a word.
You're, except... I don't know any house. Huh?
Down in the pits, no less.
Get yourself a bit of...
Voices, your vision clouds. Then the visions fade.
The voice is quelled.
Whatever path.
Let me the wound on my hand. I know. Yes, I felt it go from me to you. Most would think us mad for one.
Goblins aren't known for their cleanse.
Wrecking me head. It's got wings.
Sounds like they've captured themselves
Reckon
a
it can
bar.
fly? No.
Ah,
Too fat.
with it. What are you up to? Wait now. Of course.
My name's Grim. Having a drink. So that is...
Yes. Not for me.
Bloody hell!
But it's nothing. It don't feel right messing with it, is all.
Welcome, your greatness. I got some good stuff if you're looking to buy.
Been a pleasure. Excuse me.
Statue of Seluna. This room must have been dead.
Another dirt elf come to boss us around, eh? What's she gonna do about it?
Death is but a word away.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Another dirt elf come to boss us. What's she gonna do?
Let's finish this.
Stop! Wait, surrender! Fine, take him. Just leave us.
This other guy twirls his fingers and some light comes. Yeah. Stops bleeding.
You got what you wanted, didn't ya? Stop bothering us.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
That's the that of it, eh? I'll be a big
Well,
old,
there's another chance to rest.
big old boy.
No time for mercy.
Blacketh's will be done. Leave no survivors.
I'm talented.
Still alive. So that's progress. Another step forward.
Oh, puke stink.
That's cute.
Yes.
Trap. Be cautious. Gentle turn should do it.
More heretical symbols, of course.
How are we to find the druid in this chaos?
Let's hope we find him in one piece. Looks like beer's got the better of them. They're practically uncooked. I need a quick word.
Krasmok. Haraka. Chris.
Here, help us out. Says here that goblinoids are obstreperous and malodorous. What's that mean? Bit confusing, cause it says we're feeble-minded weaklings right before that. Still, only other stuff to read round here is the filth clagger scrawls in the latrines. That's what the bloke who wrote this said. Proper impressed by my brain smarts, he was. Said he's writing a book about the Absolute. Lads didn't like that. Said he was a spy or some such. Think they've locked him in the cells already. Well, I had a good chinwag with him, though. Interesting bloke. I ain't finished with it. There's enough reading here to last me a lifetime.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Suppose you're right. Absolute rewards faith, not book learning. Take it. Maybe if I pray hard enough, I'll get some of that booyag for myself.
But it's massive.
We're still just a babe. It don't feel right messing with it, is all.
Greetings, your most excellent drowners. What do you think of these breeches? Could be a new uniform. Proper stylish, ain't they? Nicked 'em off this dwarf we're cooking. Dunno. Was already stripped down to his breeches when I got my hands on him. Had a couple of coins in the pockets and some daft poem. But that's all. You having a laugh? I need the money to buy myself a belt. Of course. I'm thinking of selling it. Reckon it's worth anything, boss?
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right you are, boss. I hope you enjoy it. Get any joy out of the pout. Sorry, Mum. Meat ain't ready yet. Dwarves take an age to roast. Prefer human meat myself. Juicier. One of his mates was a tasty-looking long pig, but he ain't ready for the spit yet. Lads have got him inside for questioning. Nah, druids are all beardy and woodsy, ain't they? This lot were a scabby gang of tomb robbers. Had a big old war there with them, though. Took 5 of our meanest lashers to chain it up. We'll beat the fight out of it and make it one of our own. Thanks, Mum. He'll probably spill his guts as soon as he claps eyes on you. He's inside. Keep to the right and follow the screams.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Well, now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts? And you're gonna need it, mate. This ain't your standard dungeon dive, right? This is chicken chasing. It's got feathers, don't it? A beak? Besides, I reckon it owes us, seeing as how it just ate our last chicken. Reckon it owes us a game. You want to hear the rules or not? Only the greatest game since... Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been bested by the bird. No...
You notice a shiver run through his feathered coat. Fear, a desperate longing for the safety of his nest. But his mother is gone, taken. All that's left are these creatures. The cub tilts his head. He's considering it. The cub seems anxious to leave, but afraid to defy the goblins. They have to be dealt with one way or the other.
Brave enough to take on our new chicken? It's a big un, but that's just more for the chasing. Is you now? Reckon I feel differently. Reckon the lads will too.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
You're a true soul.
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
Beg pardon, please, take it. A gift. Reckon it's too fat to run anyway.
Poor creature. I hope it can follow my scent to camp.
How can I help?
Shah's blessings upon you.
No, go inside. Inside. Boring.
Here goes nothing.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. Shut it, Graw. Olak cleared us. Got a visitor for the drow, I do. My arse. What's a true soul want with any mate of yours? Private business, that is. Raiding business. But if anyone wants a piss pot guarded, we'll call. Just get your friend branded proper. Right, Sazza? Got better things to do than... No, you don't. Come on, then. Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Oi.
Hear the Absolute's voice? Do you feel her inside you?
Gotta take it slow. Make it analyze. Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Oh, a drow. I didn't see you there. Please, if you want to have a try. Oh, of course. There's weapons in the fire if you want them. We'll leave you to it. Come, Grush. Let's go. I don't think I got the stomach for this. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Oh, yeah, beat me.
Please. Let me out. There's no reason for this. Somewhere underneath the temple, there's a hidden passage. But Brian had instructions, but please, these shackles.
opportunity.
Please, please.
Look, your ladyship, priestess gut burned me good.
Didn't he call himself a master? Would have thought he'd be more creative. Bet you couldn't make him sing either, could ya? I'd swear he was mute if I hadn't heard him scream so much.
As good as, boss. Got a professional working on it.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here. Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner? Your tastes must turn to the exotic if you would stop here by choice. I was invited to discuss pain and its intricacies, but even I find these goblins crude and, well, primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? Exactly. Pain is an intimate thing. It should be delivered with a loving and measured hand. But trying to discuss such subtleties with these creatures is simply... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain. As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Loviatar teaches us, through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Go ahead. I'm sure you're in need of a little penance.
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Loviatar and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Face the wall and let us begin, dear one. Yes, this will do nicely.
The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. You want more? As you wish, dear one.
Don't wear her out entirely, priest. I might have use for her yet.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. Wonderful. You want more? I'll give it to you.
Not the worst technique, priest. Good wrist movement. Lots of enthusiasm.
That's it! Welcome the pain. Let it become part of you. I hope that's a promise, dear one. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I am proud to have served you this penance. Interesting is an understatement, dear one. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
Your world has strange customs.
Grush, I need to see that again. Ask him if you can do the penance thing too.
You wouldn't have the grit.
Get in there. We might learn something.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Speak.
Would enjoy.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it.
Oh, let me try that fancy whip thing after.
Now is not the time to ask that. Cry out. Embrace it.
I'm nodding off here.
That is not what I meant. Tend to your wounds, and we shall continue.
I don't get it. I'm not supposed to be wounded.
twice.